So good to see you, Barry.
Yeah, and you, John?
Yeah, so we're here to talk about time to talk.
Yeah.
How ironic we're talking with each other on Zoom.
Yeah, quite.
So I'm really interested about, when we first started chatting to young people, young adults, how was it for you?
Yeah, it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. Had a and am having a kind of really good time. I'm really enjoying with connecting with young people, young adults, and understanding kind of what matters to them, and just seeing what's going on for them at the minute. What about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely, and the real variety of ways to chat to people as well. So from conversations like this to conversations where you can't see the person because they don't want to be seen, through to conversations where people don't want to use words, don't want to talk. So yeah, real variety of ways to talk with people. But I just picked up on a word you said there. You talked about connection. And we talked about our intentions. You know, when we first meet somebody we've never met before on a strange vehicle like this virtual world we're living in now, what's your idea around intentions?
Yeah, so I like to kind of have a think before I meet. So because good conversations can happen by accident, can't they?
Yeah.
And also, it's about kind of thinking about what my intentions for our conversation. So there's anywhere between, say, kind of a few minutes all the way up to an hour to get into having a good conversation, finding out what matters about people. So for me, it's about setting my intention. So, what are my intentions? Who's the conversation for? So I kind of think about my intentions are about making that connection with the young adult, responding to what matters to them. So if they don't want to use words, or if they don't want to have the screen on, or they prefer to use the telephone, or they want to use Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever, it's about kind of going with what works for them. I have a kind of real strong intention about listening well and asking really good kind of questions, and demonstrating I've heard them, and kind of responding to that. What about you?
Yes, I was thinking when we mentioned about our intention or our intentions, sometimes you can think about that time that we have together with the young person. But I also think my intention is to be young person focused. My intention is to come without any baggage of biased or preconceived idea. My intention is to come and start where the young person is as well, So almost like a little bit of my values are driving my intentions, as well as that kind of time together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I kind of lean into curiosity. I can never say the word curiosity. Yeah, you'll have to help me out, John. But I think
you're curious.
I'm curious. There, I can say that one. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah. Kind of. There's enough judgment going on around the world at the minute, and having good conversations, understanding what matters to people, having time to talk, being curious about what's going on, and for that young person is really important to me.
Yeah, it's interesting how practitioners and professionals. Their view or their intention is maybe to get a resource for somebody, or to solve a problem, or to reduce a risk. So they almost come with that to that conversation, where you and me, we don't have that to think about. We just come and say, who is that person? This is who I am. Who are you? And we start having those conversations. But here is, I've got to find a way to get that resource. I've got to find some money. I've got the pressure of my caseload, whatever it might be. And so the intentions are, or I've got that appointment that is ticking away, and I've got 15 minutes left, and I need to get the facts that I need so I can go to panel or whatever it is. It's just a different way, isn't it?
It is, or yes, and this thing, buzzing constantly in your pocket, and kind of thinking, what's that coming in? And I've missed a call, and I've got a new email, and I've got to be in court, or whatever it might be. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I guess my intention is to be centered as well, so feet on the ground. I wouldn't say that I'm into mindfulness, but just a couple of good breaths before I start, so I'm clear in my thinking, and then just bring myself and see how we interact with or connect with the young person.
Absolutely. So there's a few kind of other practical things. I love that idea of kind of taking a few breaths, being ready, and kind of letting your intentions almost kind of manifest and come to the fore while you're having that conversation. And something I've kind of I practice is this kind of idea of a bit of a clean setup. And I do it especially when I'm finding myself I'm rushing, and I'm thinking I've had a busy morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and put the kettle on. I'm going to find time to think, or just maybe find time to be, actually, and maybe ask myself the 3 questions. I might ask myself what my intentions, or I might sort of say, if this conversation with John was to go just as I'd like it to, it'd go like what? And I'd answer that. If it goes like that, what will I need to be? And if it goes like that and I'm like that, what support might I need? You know, so it's kind of set myself up for the conversation. You know, absolutely.
Brilliant stuff. So I guess our learning, or our message for people watching and listening to us, is that, you know, start with some good intentions.
Yeah, absolutely.